Good day, everyone. I am Duane Calabio, and together with my partner, Lila Cabahog, we're going to discuss about different curriculum models. So, in this topic, these are the curriculum models that we're going to introduce. The Tyler model of curriculum design, Hilda Taba model, the Saylor, Alexander, and Lewis model, and the Walker's naturalistic model. So, why are these curriculum models are created, or why are these important? It's because the purpose of curriculum design is to help educational institutions to meet the needs of their students. Curriculum design is a relatively new approach to education that seeks to find ways what school can be more effective at teaching students within the constraints of limited time and resources. Curriculum design involves identifying learning objectives and activities that will help students reach those objectives. The process also requires assessing what resources are needed to conduct the activities and ensure the students' success. Now let's move on to the first one, the Tyler model of curriculum design. This model is developed by Rolf Tyler in the 1940s. He is an American educator. Tyler's goal attainment model, or sometimes called the objective-centered model, is the basis for most common models in curriculum design, development, and evaluation. The Tyler models begins by defining the objectives of the learning experience. These objectives must have relevancy to the field of study and to the overall curriculum. So this model obtains the curriculum objectives from three sources. Number one is the student, number two is the society, and number three is the subject matter. When defining the objectives of the learning experience, Tyler gives emphasis on the input of the student, the community, and the subject content. He came up this model because Tyler believes that curriculum objectives that do not address the needs and interests of students, the community, and the subject matter will not be the best curriculum. To fully understand, this is the Tyler model of curriculum design. In order to create an effective curriculum, you need to obtain these three: the nature and structure of knowledge, or the subject matter, the needs of the society, and the needs of the learner. The second part of the Tyler's model involves the identification of learning activities that will allow students to meet the defined objectives. To emphasize the importance of identifying learning activities that meet defined objectives, Tyler states that the important thing is for students to discover content that is useful and meaningful to them. In a way, Tyler is a strong supporter of the student-centered approach to learning. Overall, Tyler's model is designed to measure the degree to which predefined objectives and goals have been attained. In addition, the model focused primarily on the product rather than the process for achieving the goal and objectives of the curriculum. Therefore, Tyler's model is product-focused. It evaluates the degree to which the predefined goals and objectives have been attained. The next one is the Hilda Taba model. Hilda Taba was an architect, a curriculum theorist, a curriculum reformer, and a teacher educator. Hilda Taba's model is a curriculum designed by teachers rather than handed down from the administrator's inductive approach. She created a multi-purpose teaching models that utilizes the use of multiple processes, example listing, groupings, regrouping, labeling, and synthesizing. Her model, or the grassroots approach, is a modified version of Tyler's model. Taba believed that there is a definite logical and sequential order in creating a curriculum. She promotes the down-top model or grassroots approach. Taba's grassroots model has 7 steps. First one is the diagnosis of learners' needs. Second is the formulation of objectives. Third is the selection of the content. Fourth is organization of the content. Fifth is selection of learning experiences. Sixth is organization of learning activities, and lastly is the evaluation. So this is the visual representation of Hilda Taba model. As you can see, the first step is the diagnosis of learners' needs. So the teacher, who is also the curriculum designer, starts the process by identifying the needs of the students for whom curriculum is to be planned. For example, majority of students are unable to think critically. The second step is the formulation of objectives. After the teacher has identified the needs of the learners that requires attention, he or she specifies the objectives by which needs will be fulfilled. Third is the selection of content. The objectives selected or created suggest the subject matter or content of the curriculum. Not only objectives and content should match, but also the validity and significance of the chosen content need to be determined. Fourth is the organization of the content. A teacher cannot just select content but also organize in a particular sequence, taking into consideration the maturity of the learners, their academic achievements, and their interests. Fifth is the selection of learning experiences. Content must be presented to students and they must be engaged with the content. At this point, teachers should select appropriate instructional methodology that will involve the students with the content. Sixth step is the organization of learning activities. The learning activities be organized in a sequence depending both on content sequence and learners' characteristics. The teacher needs to keep in mind the students he or she will be teaching. And the last step is the evaluation. The curriculum planner, for example, the teacher must determine what objectives has been accomplished. To assess the achievement of learning objectives, evaluation procedures need to be designed.